Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more Banished. So, we were in the middle of a rather unfortunately harsh winter. Health has gone down to 4 out of 5, happiness has dropped down to 4.5, and we did lose a couple of people to starvation. Hopefully, as we move out of winter, we'll get a lot more crops in and things will pick up. So, what we could use is a few more people to come of age, some students to mature, which I'm just going to scroll through these quickly and see if we've got anyone we could expect soon. It doesn't look like any of those houses. A couple of seasons off for most of these, unfortunately. Then it does look like we get a glut, which will be quite handy. But yeah, until we have a few more people, there's not much I can do to expand our food production facilities. As apart from people doing necessary jobs like the blacksmith and the woodcutter, everyone's pretty much fully committed. The only other option would be to turn off the schoolhouse and kick all 11 students out. And I don't want to do that because there is a big benefit to having educated people working for you, so we'll persevere. We are still bringing in quite a lot of food. We've got our gathering area up here with Gatherer's Hut. Let's have a look at how that's doing. I mean, yeah, that brought in almost 2,000 units of food. We've got a hunting cabin, which brought in quite a lot last season. And we've got another Gatherer's Hut and another hunting cabin up here. And what we need to do is we just need to max these out. So we've got as many people working on food as we can as they come of age. Fortunately, that house doesn't have any food at the moment, which is a shame. Is anyone? Yeah, we've got 2 people living there. Well, hopefully they'll sort that out soon. We're short on leather for coats, but we've got 16. And yet we've got our fields being planted, so that's good. We've got our 2 fishing huts up. They're producing almost 1,000 each. Yeah. So now we just got to wait for someone to come of age, and we'll be alright. We're coming into spring, crops are being planted. Now, we were talking about building a bridge and expanding into this area. I think that might be a good idea. There's a lot of wood we can cut down there. There's some close stockpiles of stone and iron, which will come in very handy. We had moved into this area, which is also nice and close. Unfortunately, we've cleared out all the stone up here. And what we might want to do is start thinking about I believe it's a quarry, which will produce stone from the ground. That might be a good idea. So it takes 80 wood and 40 stone, which we do just about have. We've got plenty of wood at the moment, and we can put it anywhere. I mean, it might be worthwhile just putting one here. You know, this is an area we've not. You know, it's far enough away from the centre of town. We don't need to expand into it anytime soon. I'm thinking this area could become crops, but we'll see how it goes. Our food levels are fluctuating. We're just up to 100 and then went down to 5. Hopefully that means, yeah, that house has now got a nice stockpile of food in. Yeah, we're doing okay. We just need to wait for a few people to come of age. We've got a good cabbage harvest coming in. I mean, we are getting, yes, 750 cabbages from that field, 239 from that. So that's not too bad. Health's gone up a bit. Ooh, and now just gone down a bit. We do have medicine stored, so I'm surprised it keeps dropping as low as 4. I haven't had problems like that previously. But anyway, let's designate some more stone for collection, as that is what we have the least of at the moment. And that seems to be our nearest patch. And also, I mean, this iron's just lying around, so we might as well grab that. Maybe not that much iron. We'll not worry about that northern chunk. But okay, everything else seems to be going good. We've got plenty of tools, we've got plenty of firewood. So far, one woodcutter is keeping us. I mean, they're pretty much fully occupied in doing that, and they're going to be going through a lot of wood. But one person's managing that quite nicely. Yeah, we're in summer, we still don't have a massive amount of food stored. I just don't want to keep losing people every winter. So as soon as some of these students, you know, get off their bums and graduate, which will happen in a season or two, it's just I fear that's going to happen pretty much as winter comes in. We did have one person graduate, so they can become another gatherer. We are maxed out on fishermen, and we can afford 2 more hunters, so that might be the next thing to do. And of course we can build another fisherman. There we go, let's make another hunter. So that was Valor, has become an adult and working as a labourer, and they are now going to be working as a hunter. I do like how these people have, you know, no say in what their jobs are at all. They just do what I tell them, and they'd better like it, to be honest. So tools are good, firewood's good. We're still okay on coats. We haven't quite reached our 50 limit, but we're not killing that much stuff. I'm not actually sure if I can designate. No, I can't actually just tell people to go and kill the deer that are right next to us. That would be a bit too easy. Late summer, and there are some houses that are reporting lack of food, which is a little alarming. But we'll be bringing in all of these cabbages quite shortly, and hopefully that will have quite a big impact. Ooh, wow. And I missed a whole bunch of pop-ups. I'm just going to pause quickly. So we have got a whole bunch more labourers. That's actually really good. We've had a whole bunch of people graduate. Like I said, it's all going to come in one big glut. Now, that is a good number of people, and I'm thinking we've got a couple of things we can do here. We could build another fishing dock and get another 4 fishermen going. Or, I mean, how much does that produce? That 700 fish for 4 people? Or do we want more crop fields? It's early autumn, now's not the time to be planting, so possibly I'm going to drop down another fishing dock. Just seems a cheap and easy way to keep food coming in. Can I fit one right here? That's a bit close. Maybe we'll see if we can't put one here. Yeah, we can put one there. There we go, we'll have that built. Assign someone to be a second builder for the time being, and hopefully we'll get that done quite quickly. I think I'm also going to designate a wooden bridge from there to here, and that will link us to the other side of the river here. Which means we can start grabbing wood and so on from there as we need it. The cabbage harvest is coming in, so everyone's going to be looking forward to some lovely boiled cabbages soon. And that's actually quite handy, because this is right next to one of the stockpiles. It looks like it's almost got everything it needs from the get-go. Yeah, the reserve of food is low, but it is going up. This is just, I'm not sure if it's going to go up enough. We will see. There is a hungry person, which is a shame, because they're walking past collected food, and there's actually a couple of hundred in the storeroom, but they're too busy fishing to eat. I hope they don't die. I really would like it if they did not die. Okay, that's got everything it needs, but no one's come to build it yet, so what we'll do... Oh, there is one builder there. I don't know where our second builder is. We'll increase the priority of that, just make sure they know I really do want that done. Okay, all of the cabbage is coming in. No one's hungry yet, but we're just going through a lot of food. It's quite special. We do now have a lot of labourers though, so I can max out that as well. We'll max out hunters. There we go. Right, let's get as many fishermen as we can into there. We've got plenty of labourers to carry stuff around, and that might just get us through the winter, if we're lucky. The next thing for them to do is to start on this wooden bridge, so our one remaining builder, well, let's make it 2 for the time being. They've only got the one thing I'm looking for them to build. And the late autumn snow is here. I do quite like that. It's quite pretty when you've got all the weather effects coming in. It may make things a bit more difficult to see, but I think it's pretty cool. Now, if we can just get over this food hump. Hump. Sorry. If we can just get over this food issue, then I'll be much more happier to start expanding. So we may want another vegetable plot, or crop field, that's the actual word for it. And we can put it at the back here actually. There's a space we're not really using for anything, and it's right next to the grain silo, so... not the grain silo, the storage barn. So what would we put in there? I think it's going to be... we'll do squash just for variety. I got rid of the squash field that was here earlier, so... yeah, that'll be okay. Now, we don't actually have enough farmers for that, so what I'll do is I will... do you actually need to? Okay, you want 2 more farmers for that. So we've now got 6 farmers working 3 fields. I hope that works out okay. But what that does mean... I mean, when the fields aren't being used right now, basically those farmers are acting as labourers, so it's not costing us anything right now, and when spring comes around and they start planting, we will need that food. We are still hovering at around 0 food, even with, you know, 3 fishing huts, 2 gathering huts and 2 hunters. So, what else can we build? See, a hospital could be useful. It is quite expensive, 52 wood, 78 stone and 32 iron, but it might resolve the issue we seem to be having with our people's health. And if I take a look at that... yeah, we could pop it next to the schoolhouse. We've got a builder who's not doing much at the moment. We don't have enough stone, but I can definitely work on that. We'll put that down. It might help keep people alive through these times of shortages. And let's designate some more stone for people to go grab. So there's some down here. There's a little bit up there. There is some at the end of this road here. We are getting quite far from home again. And of course there's a whole bunch here that we can access now. So hopefully all the farmers who aren't doing anything will go out and start grabbing stone for us. Well, no starvation just yet, so that's good. Have we got any more students? So that's 2 more seasons. What else we got? Yeah, you're quite a way away. Reserve of stone is low, but that's okay. That's because they've just taken it all to there. Yeah, we do have a number of students coming of age, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to see us expand dramatically next year. But it's late winter, and we don't have any starvation, so we might just have cracked it. And with that extra crop field next year, we might be alright. So, we just have to wait and see, I think. And obviously, people are running around quite a lot. Oh, it's late winter and all the snow's gone, which is a shame because I like snow. Oh, and now suddenly all the snow's back. Was that a sudden frost? Not sure. Well, we've moved over to early spring. Hopefully, we're going to start planting in our fields soon. We've got everything for the hospital is there now, so our builder is working away at it. It's quite a big building, 150 builds. So he's going to be working on that for a little while. And we are going to want a path that takes people past it for quick access. Maybe run another one up there. They don't really cost us anything but the time of our builder. We have had a student come of age, so they can start working in the hospital soon. So this is our 9th year now? Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, we've got people working in our fields. We're hovering above 0 on the amount of stored food. So, yay! We'll see how much we get in from this squash field. Finish off the hospital. And if this pans out, if we do start getting more food in, we can see about expanding again. 3 fishing huts does seem to be producing quite a lot of food though. 600 from this one, 865 from this one, and this one, which is our newest one, 300. So that is a lot of food. And we may be starting to see the benefit of it. We did suddenly jump up to 400 stored food then, which we haven't seen for a while. We've got plenty of stone and iron. And of course we were talking about building a quarry over here, but I don't think we need to just yet. Start clearing some of these trees down here. Not sure what we want to build here, but it's nice to know the town's got places to expand. And we can't go too much further north before we start hitting the gathering area of the hunting and gathering cabins. So we don't want to abuse that too much. We can get rid of some of these trees though, just to keep the edges clear. I quite like how that works, and they grow kind of down towards, you know, where you clear cut areas, they will grow back eventually. Even without a forester's lodge replanting them. So there we go, we've got plenty of cabbages and squash coming in. We've got some more people coming of age, so definitely going to need one of them working in the hospital, but for now they can work as a labourer. It is possible that our food production issues are not because we're not producing enough food, it's just that we're not storing it. Everything's got to be brought down to this one storage barn. Now, we could think about building another storage barn, because they don't require that much, 48 wood and 16 stone, and I could put that, say, at the north side of this town, this little town we built up here, and they would be able to more quickly drop off what they've collected without having to come all the way down here. That might be a very good idea. Plus, I would like to think that eventually we will start to fill this up with stuff, so a second building wouldn't hurt. We'll get the hospital finished first, and then we'll see how it goes from there. I'm going to assign another builder, see if we can get this done a little bit faster. Yeah, it's early summer. These crop fields are coming in nice on time, so don't have to worry about missing out on any food. We've still got plenty of wood stored, even with this many houses. The woodcutter is working full time, but I think they're doing okay. I don't see any complaints from them, so no one's come to me and said, yeah, I've got a problem here, mate. And we've got our 2 builders working on this, so the hospital should be done quite shortly, which will be nice. Oh, one of the builders decided to wander off, but we are at 90%, which is pretty cool. And you can see all the students going in and out of the school there. 94, 95... Come on guys, I want to see what the hospital looks like. There we go, we have a hospital. We'll assign a member of staff, and hopefully that will look after people that little bit better. Okay, we're starting to harvest all of our crop fields now. It's the middle of summer. Food is definitely improved, so the extra fishing dock, I keep on calling it a fisherman's hut, the extra fishing dock and crop field should give us a nice bonus. In which case, if this works out, once this harvest comes in, we will see about expanding again. We'll build a storage barn up here, maybe a third house so people don't have to travel so far. We haven't looked at that in a while actually. Let's look at the pathing for these buildings. Yeah, see, they're still living down south, they're still living down south, and they're still living down south. So they've got a hunter and gatherer there. I believe they probably work up that way. And same for that house, which is at least closer for them. And I can't afford to be building houses all over the place. Okay, that field's done. We might want to consider changing that. That field may not be the most effective use of our people's time, but yeah, we are clocking 1,000 food in late summer, and we've still got half of these fields come in, so that's going to be another 300 or 400 each, I would hope. Let's just see how much we get from them in the end. Come on, guys. Just get all the food in, and then I can end this episode on a high note of saying, yes, we have solved the food problem and no one's going to starve to death. That'd be really nice. Just saying. We're still doing good. wood's 254, stone is 100, and iron is 117. So we probably don't need that quarry just yet, but there's only a few places left we can still expand to that are very close to us. Although that is a very nice collection of iron. If I build another bridge across there, we'll have very easy access to it. Okay, so they did collect everything from the squash field, which was 560 squash. Pretty good. I'm sure no one minds eating squash from the crop field next to the cemetery. That wouldn't disturb anyone at all. It looks like we got 688 cabbages, so less than last year. Not sure why. There seems to be a bit of variation there. But I'm going to pause here. We're ending on 2,270 food. Everything looks pretty good, and we've got a few spare labourers, so we can definitely think about expanding again now, I think. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode here, so thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye!